Lev Parnes and Igor Fruman, associates of Rudy Giuliani, are facing charges of making illegal campaign contributions and funneling Russian money into U.S. elections. By the time they were arrested, the Soviet-born immigrants had established ties with Giuliani and had taken pictures with President Trump and a number of Republican officials and candidates. So here's what we know about Parnes and Fruman. Prior to their arrest, the men assisted Giuliani in his representation of President Trump, according to a lawyer for the two men. Giuliani also said he worked for them, receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars for work that was related to their company Fraud Guarantee, an effort that he says was unrelated to his work in Ukraine.
Rudy, congratulations.
Here, the men appear together in a Facebook video posted in 2018.
Can't wait to come back. See you in Ukraine soon.
Parnes and Fruman aided Giuliani in his quest to get Ukraine to investigate the origins of the 2016 Russia probe and Hunter Biden, son of former Vice President Joe Biden, who sat on the board of a Ukrainian gas company. They acted as conduits of information and introduced Giuliani to several Ukrainian officials.
But if you are President Trump's personal attorney, why are you having all of these meetings with Ukrainian officials?
Because they had an alternative explanation of what happened that cleared my client. That's what you do as a defense attorney.
Parnes accompanied Giuliani to at least one meeting with a U.S. State Department official where the investigations into Biden and the Russia probe were discussed, according to the testimony of Kurt Volker, former special envoy to Ukraine. The Bidens have denied wrongdoing, and the effort to investigate their dealings in Ukraine is now at the center of the House Democrats' impeachment inquiry. Beyond Giuliani, Parnes and Fruman also made connections with various Republican groups and candidates. They did so, prosecutors allege, by donating large sums of money.
They sought political influence, not only to advance their own financial interests, but to advance the political interests of at least one foreign official.
Prosecutors allege that the two men set up a shell company, Global Energy Producers, in order to hide the true source of some of their donations, intentionally misreported individual donations in order to skirt the rules limiting how much a person can donate to a candidate, and illegally funneled foreign money into the campaigns of Republicans running for office. The indictment says the money came from an unnamed Russian businessman. In total, the men donated more than $500,000 to at least 14 Republican candidates and groups last year. A lawyer for Parnes and Fruman declined to comment. Giuliani has denied wrongdoing. President Trump said he doesn't know the men, though he acknowledged he may have taken a photo with them. And many Republican candidates and groups have said they will return or donate the money given to them by Parnes and Fruman. As the two men met with officials, they allegedly worked behind the scenes to oust the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, who was recalled from her post in May. At the same time, the men were donating thousands of dollars to a congressman's campaign, who Wall Street Journal has identified as former Texas Representative Pete Sessions. They allegedly sought his help in getting the U.S. government to expel Yovanovitch. The same day Sessions posed for this photo with Parnes, he sent a letter to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo asking for the removal of Yovanovitch, saying he had been told that the ambassador had spoken privately and repeatedly about her disdain for the Trump administration. Sessions has denied wrongdoing, and in a statement said that he met with the men to discuss the need for Ukraine to be energy independent. Also pushing for the ouster of Yovanovitch, Giuliani, who is now being investigated for those efforts, according to people familiar with the matter. Giuliani has denied wrongdoing. He said it's because she blocked information about the Bidens.
I will show you the statements from 5 Ukrainians that say, we desperately tried to get the information to the FBI, and we were blocked by the ambassador who eventually got fired.
In written testimony, Yovanovitch said, I do not know Mr. Giuliani's motives for attacking me, but individuals who have been named in the press as contacts of Mr. Giuliani may well have believed that their personal financial ambitions were stymied by our anti-corruption policy in Ukraine.